Okay, next one, functions. To check if an expression is a function, use what line test, Joshua? Nope. Nope. To check is a function, there's two kinds of tests actually. So this is called a vertical line test. Okay, is to make sure that it only cuts at one point. Then it's a function. Okay? In bracket form, x greater than 2. What kind of bracket we use? Square bracket or curve bracket?
Curve.
Curve bracket. From 2 to?
Infinity.
2 to infinity curve. Okay? This one, negative infinity to 2 square bracket. Okay? This one, what bracket for negative 1? Yingxuan? Curve and then square bracket. Okay? Can? Okay? What can you tell me about this? This is a what form? Very good. This is a completed square form. A completed square form tells you what, Isaac? That's why this one must know. Okay? This one must know. The minimum point is at where? Tell me. Comma? Yeah, there. That's why. Must know. Okay? So Isaac, range is talking about x or y? Y. So what's the range of this function? X. What's the lowest point of y? 2. 2. What about this? All this also works at 2 to infinity. Include or don't include 2? Include. So square bracket or curve bracket? Square bracket. Infinity. Curve bracket or square bracket? Curve. Okay? Jonathan, every function must have. Very good. Domain. If the domain is from negative to infinity, what do we write? Jonathan. X is a real number. Okay? To find f inverse, first step, let y equals to fx. Make x the subject. Replace the x, y with x. And write the function and the domain. Okay? Domain of f inverse, Shiren, is the same as?
Range.
Very
of
good.
F.
Range of f. Oh, so this means that the range of f inverse is equals to the domain of f. F inverse on a graph, Joshua, means all the x values becomes and all the y values becomes. Very good. For f inverse to exist, the graph must be, Jonathan. Very good, 1, 1. Use a horizontal line test. Okay? The relationship of f and f inverse is a reflection on the line of equation what? Shiren?
Y equals X.
Very good. F inverse and the line y equals to x, they must all intersect at the same point. Okay? A quadratic curve. Draw a U shape for me. Ying Xuan, what is the coordinate of this minimum point in terms of this? Okay, very good. Does it have an inverse now? Does it have an inverse now? No, because it is not 1, 1. Quadratic will always have an inverse when x less than equals to h or x greater equals to h. Understand or not? It's either the left side, this guy, or the right side, this guy. Only the yellow part is 1, 1 now. Can see? Only the yellow part is 1, 1, or the red part is 1, 1. Okay? To make x the subject from a quadratic equation, what is the technique we use? No. Complete the square, correct? Or okay? Isaac, is this graph 1, 1 now? Yes. Do they cut at one point? Then is it 1, 1? So it's not 1, 1, right? It's not 1, 1. To explain why F inverse does not exist, when the line y equals to 2.5, must use an exact specific line. Why 2.5? Because the y value of this is 3, the y value of this is 2. We draw a line here. This is y equals to 2.5. It's drawn. It cuts at 2 points. It is not 1, 1. And F inverse does not exist. Okay? Can? What is the domain such that F will have an inverse for this graph? Josh. Huh? Domain, domain is X or Y? X, yeah. The lowest point, this one is what? 1, right? From here to, yes. So X will only have an inverse when X is greater equals to 1, or tell me another possible scenario, Josh. Lesser equals to 1. Understand? You know what's 1, 1? You only cuts the line. Yeah, always split at the minimum point or the maximum point. Understand? Always split at the minimum point or the maximum point. Okay? To explain if F inverse exists, use the line when y equals to k is drawn. It cuts at most 1 point. F is 1, 1 and F inverse exists. Okay? Okay? Isaac, what is the meaning of the word 1, 1? Yeah, at most 1 time. Okay? How to find the inverse for this? Let y equals to x minus 1 square plus 2. Y minus 2 equals to x minus 1 square. X minus 1 equals to plus minus square root y minus 2. X equals to plus minus square root y minus 2 plus 1 on our side. So there are two inverse. F inverse x is equals to the positive, replace the y with x, x minus 2 plus 1. If your x is greater or equals to 2. Why? Remember, domain of F inverse is the same as, Jonathan, range of F. Yes. Okay? Student done?
Yeah.
So FGX means we do who first?
Is it G?
Yes, we do G. Okay, means we do GX first. Or domain of FG is the same as domain of Joshua? G. No, it's not GF. It's the domain of the first. Okay, for FG to exist, the range of G, the range of the first function must be a what of the second function? Yes, very good. Subset. To find FG, use the range of G to become the domain of F. Then apply into Fx to find the range of Fg. Okay, y equals to ln x. How to draw? Must know. Okay. So this is y equals to ln x. Y equals to x squared. How to draw? Okay. What is the range of f? Shen?
0 to infinity.
No. Try again.
It's the Y value, right?
Yeah, it's the y value. Can you see it goes all the way to the bottom also? Negative infinity to infinity. So it's a real number. What's the range of G? Yingshen? Range. Zero, include 0 to infinity. Okay? Can? Okay, so explain why FG exists. Range of G is 0 to infinity. Is it a subset of domain of F, which is real number? Is it a subset? Is it a subset? Yes, right. Therefore, FG exists. Okay, I should have given more space for here. Yeah. Okay. So this is part 3. Okay. Go to the next page on the top. Write down part 4. Fx equals to ln x. Gx equals to x squared. Fgx means underline the gx, put the f in front. Isaac, what is gx equals to? So what is f of x squared equals to? No. Ln x squared. Domain of fg equals to? Domain of fg equals to? On top. Look on top. Domain of fg equals to? Domain of g. What is the domain of g? No. Domain. Domain is x or y? X, right? Domain of fg equals to domain of g. Just read off from here. There. Domain of g. Okay? Can? So to find the range of fg, take the range of g. What is the range of g? Which is 0 to infinity. Include 0. put inside y, look at the y equals to ln x graph. So when x is from 0 to infinity, range of G becomes domain of f, which is the 0 to infinity. Look at the 0 to infinity. So the range of fg is equals to real number as well, because the x is the x that is from 0 to infinity. See, from 0 to infinity, it covers all the yellow part. Okay, Josh, f square x means it's a composite function f of fx. Okay, f, when you see f inverse x, it just means Shen.
Is it fx?
No,
F
f and f inverse will negate each other, so it's just x. Yeah,
Oh.
domain of f inverse is the same as domain of f inverse. So for example, this one also, f inverse f also give you x only. Okay, domain of f inverse f is equals to the domain of f. So for example, f inverse x equals to x, where x greater than 0, right? Let's say you have x greater than 0, right? When you draw the graph, right, you must exclude 0 or then so this is y equals to x, the line y equals to x. You cannot draw like a whole line. That means some students, they f inverse is equals to x, right? Means I draw the whole line, y equals to x. No, this is wrong. Okay, so f inverse, right, must always look at the domain. You must always have a domain. Okay, must always look at the domain, then we draw. Okay, must always look at the domain, then we draw. Okay, can? 2 is here. X minus 2 is a going upward line or going downward line, Josh? X minus 2 is a going upward line or going downward line? Upward. Minus x plus 2 is a going downward line. Label this. So this is y equals to x minus 2. This is y equals to negative x plus 2. Okay, I'm going to change some plans and let you all work on some functions work before we do differentiation. Okay, so a graph like that is also means the modulus of what, Jonathan? Yeah, x minus 2. Okay, it's the same as modulus. So the modulus of a graph, right, consists of one positive part and one negative part. The turning point is always, this part is always when x minus 2 equals to 0, x equals to 2. Okay? Can? If fx is equals to fx plus 6, f7 means f what plus 6? Isaac? 1 plus 6. This means that the x is equals to 1. Okay? So f20, give me a multiple of 6 that is very close to 20, Josh. 18 plus what? So this is 2 plus 18. So it's the same as f what? 2. Okay, 100 is 4 plus 96. So it's the, okay, 96 is divisible by 6. So Josh Shua is the same as f what? F4. So now I'm sending you, I'm going to change some plans. Let's work on some functions. Functions is tested, right? Or let's work on some functions first. Okay, I sent to you already. This kind of graph, y equals to x squared plus x. Is it easy to factorize? Yes, right. X plus 1, right? But be careful. The question say I only want x lesser equals to 0. Right? Okay. So I know that the two roots is at 0 and -1. Yeah. You can only draw like that. Don't draw anything that's extra on here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. If not, right, you can use your piecewise function of your graph, y equals to, okay, so if you want to know how to use the piecewise function, so this is like x square plus x, okay, oh sorry, clear first, I think is, let me see whether is it, okay, sorry, math, can you see math piecewise? How many piecewise you want? Only one piece, okay, press okay. So what is the function? X square plus x. What is the domain you want? Less than equals to 0. So less than, all these are logic. Second function, math. Less than equals to 0. Okay, then you press your graph. You can even press zoom standard first. Always go to zoom standard. Then the graph will stop. You will not draw anything extra. So this will be the graph that you have to draw. Okay, then you have to, okay, for quadratic, the most important thing is you must know what is the minimum point, right? Yeah. Tell me what is the x coordinate of the minimum point, Josh? -half. Yeah. Then what is the y coordinate? Sub it in. Understand or not? So the x is equals to -1 plus 0 divided by 2, which is -0.5. Y equals to -0.5, x squared plus -0.5. What is the answer? -1/4. So -1/4. Okay. Explain why it does not exist. What kind of, okay, how to explain? You must use a specific line. When y equals to, so now the you know the x is like negative. Okay, so you can use anything from 0 to -0.5. Y equals to 0 also can, because when y equals to 0, right, this line here at how many points? This is inclusive, can see? If you're scared of this, then you use -0.2 also can. Okay, it's drawn. It cuts at how many points? Yingxuan? 2 points. So f is not 1, 1. F inverse does not exist. Okay? Isaac, what is the value of k such that it can be 1, 1? Very good. Okay, so this is the k law. Understand? So now I want to make f inverse, right? Inside the conceptual point, we say to make f inverse of a quadratic, what do we do? Let y equals to x squared plus x. Y equals to, complete the square, x squared plus x plus half square minus half square. y equals to x plus half square minus 1 over 4. Okay, now you make x a subject. X plus half equals to y plus 1 over 4 square root. Of course, when you square root got plus minus, right? Now, in this case, we are taking the backward one, right? Because x smaller, can you see x smaller? So we take the positive square root or negative square root, Jonathan? Yeah, so just take the negative square root because we are taking the behind one. Okay, so therefore, f inverse x is equals to minus half minus square root of x plus 1 over 4. What is the domain of f inverse? Domain of f inverse, Yingxuan, what is the concept? What is the range of f? So look at your f. What is the range of f? Range means x or y. So to infinity, right? So it's the same as saying that x is greater equals to negative 1 over 4.